Hello, thank you for jumping in and watching this free workshop made just for you. I'm going to show you in this workshop exactly how to edit videos in under 2 hours. And this is my exact 3-step process to editing videos every single week without spending hours at the computer. So let's go ahead and dig right in. Maybe right now you're showing up feeling confused about what kind of content is the right content to create. You don't want to waste your time on the wrong one, right? You have so many ideas about what is the right idea. Maybe you're feeling right now overwhelmed. There are so many different platforms out there and so many things you should or that you're told you should do for your business, but what should you actually focus on? What's going to really move the needle in your business, so to speak? Or maybe you're feeling tired. You are creating content and the process never ends. As soon as you publish one piece of content, you've got to get right back and create more, no matter how much you create or how often you show up on Instagram. It doesn't seem like you do enough to help grow your business, no matter what you do. So this workshop was made specifically for you because I'm not here to waste your time. I'm going to lay it all out right here. This is for you if you are stressed over what kind of content to be creating and the amount of content you need to create. This is for you if you are doing everything you can to drive more leads to your business, but it's a slow go. You have a service or you have a digital product like a course and you need to sell more of it. Or you are doing everything you can to build a community. You want that sense of community. You want to have your Instagram following and your business have this community aspect to it, but it feels like no one is ever even listening to you when you post because crickets on social is tough. This is also for you if you know video content can be a huge asset to your marketing and content plan, but you aren't really sure how to get started yet with video. This is also for you that if you are skipping video, you're leaving money and leads on the table. You are ready to learn from someone whose sole marketing content is YouTube. Hello. I use basically video in all aspects of my social content. And this is for you if you are tired of trying to work it all out by yourself. You want a tried and true method to literally just copy and paste and get started with. So what you're going to learn here today is who I am, why am I even here to talk to you about this, my process for editing 40 plus minutes of video in 2 hours. Yes, that's absolutely true. I do it every single week for a client. The best way you can get started editing videos, what software or apps, if you're on your phone, you should use. The biggest do's and don'ts of video editing, because I don't want you to make this mistake. So I'm going to tell you what not to do. Simple edits that you could do to really polish and improve your video content that's going to make your content, just these little tweaks, stand above everything else that's out there. I'm going to give you an intro to my program called Editing for Conversions and why it might be a great fit for you or the next step for you, and a limited time offer that I have for you. So quick story on why I believe so deeply in video. This is me and my kids. Yes, I have a 3 and a 5-year-old. This is the second week in April 2020. This is us quarantined for over 4 weeks. What we thought was going to be 2 was now 4 and really no end in sight. What that meant for me was I literally couldn't work. I couldn't create new content. I couldn't launch anything really. I was pretty much sole caretaker to the kids because my husband was still working. He was at home. His work could be done remotely, but we didn't have childcare. We did not have school. And I now became a full-time mom. And while I 100% praise you and bless those of you that are a full-time mom, that's not what I signed up for. I decided to work from home to still be around my kids, but I still wanted to be able to work and build my own business. So my business was put on hold, but because of video content, because of the content that I had on YouTube working for me when I couldn't, this is what happened to my YouTube channel. You can see February 29th is that first date. By Monday, April 20th, my YouTube channel views pretty much doubled. I went from about 1,700 views per day to over 4,400 views per day. Now you're like, okay, cool, that's views. Like, what's that gonna do for your business? I also grew my impressions. So over 64,000 impressions in one day on Monday, April 20th, around the day that that photo was taken. So again, what does that mean for my business? This is what it meant for my business. You can see right here, new customers starting around, where's that little arrow is on there, February 2020, March 2020, it spikes. Brand new customers from March to April when I wasn't working, when I was taking care of my kids because of the video content that I had on YouTube working for me when I couldn't work. You can also see that gray line below it actually shows you my new customer base the year prior, so 2019. And you can see how this continues to grow throughout the year through October 2020. I grew my new customers by over 1,000% because of video content, and I was working less because there was no childcare. You can also see the gross volume. I have over 156% increase from 2019. And again, you can see in March when the whole quarantine happened, my revenue go up, and you can see it continues to go up even though I have to work half of what I worked in 2019, which is this gray line right now. That's the power video can be for you. That's the power that YouTube has when you implement it in your content plan. So when you cannot work, when uncertainties happen, when you cannot go to conferences and network, video and YouTube specifically will be there to help you generate leads. Like I said, I literally couldn't do it all anymore because I had kids at home, and I focused on solely one great YouTube video a week. So on Saturdays, that's when I was creating my content. I batched a month worth of content on a Saturday so my husband could take the kids like outside or to the basement, film these videos, and continue to see growth and continue to see more people buying my courses. Actually, in that time, ended up building a agency, a YouTube production agency that wasn't really in my plan for 2020, nor did I expect it with everything going on, but I was able to do that because my videos were working for me and people were reaching out to me needing this, helping me grow my business. And I totally understand where you're at. You're like, Trena, I've got a lot on my plate. There's a lot going on. I know. I've been there. I've done that. So if we have not officially met yet, my name is Trena Little. You should probably know who you're learning from. I am a master's degree in business graduate. I started my own business in January 2016 after having my daughter. You see her right there because I realized I can't go to a job that I hate every single day and show her that's what life is. So I started my business. My first year in business, she turned 1. We sold our house pretty quickly by mistake in 2 days, and I had my second child as well, my son. I am also the founder of Video Strategy Academy. I have worked with over 200 business owners that have acquired around 10 million views on YouTube, and I personally am not an equipment or camera expert. I just use the equipment that I have. I keep it simple, and I create content that converts on my YouTube channel. So you may be thinking, okay, you got me a little interested about video, but why specifically video? When there are other easier pieces of content, is video really worth my time? So you can see in this graph from HubSpot that for brands, video content is preferred. You can see when they ask consumers, what kind of content do you want to see from a brand or business you support? 54% say video. You can also see a list of major statistics that say why video is so important and why it's worth it. You can see video increases organic search traffic on a website by 157%, especially if you're a new business owner getting started and you don't have the money to dump into ads. You need to heavily focus on organic traffic, and video is the free and easiest way to do that. If you've been posting on social and nobody is commenting or liking, or you're getting 0 responses on social videos get shared 1,200% more than text and images combined. So both of those combined. Your website is 53 times more likely to reach the front page of Google if it includes video. Social media posts with video have 48% more views. By 2022, online video will make up more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic. That's 15 times higher than it was in 2017. And 52% of marketers say video is the type of content with the best ROI, the best return on investment. So you're sold on video, but why use YouTube, Trena, when there are other video platforms out there? So if you look at this graph, it's a little small, but you can see this is the number of people using social media platforms from 2004 to 2019. You can see the top platform, the top social platform is Facebook. Right below it is YouTube. But makes this very interesting is look how Facebook kind of grows steadily, but look at this huge jump in YouTube from 2018 to 2019. I would anticipate if we had an updated graph for 2020, you would see this pretty much go straight up. I wouldn't be surprised if it passed Facebook or became very, very close to Facebook. So why not use the number one social platform that everybody is using, which is YouTube, right? In addition to that, there are over 1 billion users on YouTube that watch 1 billion hours of video per day. That's a lot of traffic opportunities that you could be missing out on because you may think, my audience isn't on YouTube. Maybe not yet, but there may be an audience for you on YouTube, but because you're not creating content on YouTube, you're not getting in front of that audience, right? Not only does YouTube provide cost-effective dissemination strategy of your content, but it reaches far more comprehensive than regular television and cable stations. More people are watching YouTube, quite frankly, than they are watching cable television in the evening. In the evening, there are more people watching YouTube than cable television. Because Google acquired YouTube in 2016, YouTube videos are often ranked high in Google search page. Shows that building your video marketing strategy around this platform can yield real SEO results. Here's what it breaks down to. If you're creating a YouTube video, not only can you have your video show up on Google search on the front page, if you do a blog post with that video embedded, you could then have a video and a blog post on the front page of Google search. So if you've been struggling trying to figure out how to master SEO, because I had no idea how to deal with SEO on my blog, but I show up multiple times on the front page with a video and a blog. And you know why? I created a video, embedded in my blog post, and that's how I'm getting traffic to my website. And finally, as you develop your YouTube channel, you further establish credibility because you're on video in your industry and you grow brand awareness. With the right tactics, you can drive a lot of traffic to your videos on your channel and turn to your website. So you really need to understand showing up on video builds that know, like, and trust faster than anything else out there. So I'm pretty sure this sounds like you. You want to do video, but you want to do it right. If you're going to do it right, you need to have a plan in place. And if you're going to put a plan in place, you want to make sure it pays off. Am I right? So I'm going to introduce to you right now my 3-step editing process so you can do all of that in one fell swoop. So let's talk about the best software to get started because this is one of the biggest questions that I get asked all the time. So you will see these two on top are Apple or Mac product specific. So iMovie and Final Cut Pro you can only use on a Mac or an Apple product. So iMovie you can use on an iPhone, on an iPad. Final Cut Pro, not so much. So these are the two for Apple users that are going to be great. iMovie is free. I used iMovie for the first 3 years in my business. Final Cut Pro is basically a step up from iMovie. I call it iMovie without the training wheels. You have more options and more creativity available in Final Cut Pro. It does cost $300 one time, but you also can try out Final Cut Pro for free for I believe it's still a 90-day trial period. So you can do a 90-day trial period to see if you like it or not. Now, Premiere Pro is another great option for Mac or PC users. So if you are on a Dell or an HP or something like that, you can use Adobe Premiere Pro, which you cannot use these, but you can use Adobe Premiere. I will say Adobe Premiere is a bit confusing. It's a much higher learning curve. It's possible, and there's a lot of great YouTube videos available to watch, but Premiere Pro is a little bit more difficult of an editing platform. A lot of students in my program use Filmora. It is a one-time fee as well, but I've heard great things about Filmora. Many people who use it do recommend it, and again, this will work for Mac or PC users. So this is a great all-around program that you could use no matter what you're on. As far as apps, so if you're using your iPad or your iPhone or your Android phone, these are some great options. Filmora does have an Android app, so that's great. iMovie, you do need to have an iPhone or an iPad to use. LumaFusion is another great app, but that is just on the iPhone or the iPad platform. And then this is another great app, the InShot app, which is available across all platforms. So whether you're on an iPhone or an Android, this is a great option to get started with as well. So these are your app options. Here's my best advice for choosing one, because you may be swimming like Trena, swimming in thoughts and ideas like Trena, but which one should I pick? Which is the best one? Here's what you need to do. First, you need to consider the lifetime value. So while Adobe Premiere Pro is great and it gives you a lot of options, you do need to understand that you will need to buy a membership pretty much service with Adobe. You can't buy that flat out, so you will be charged monthly. Now, if you are a photographer or you're already using Adobe things like Photoshop, Lightroom, those types of things, and Premiere Pro is already included, then that's fine. But you need to think about how much this is going to cost you every single month. So with Final Cut Pro and Filmora, that's just a one-time fee. You pay for it, that's it. You pay $300 for Final Cut Pro and you are done. You get constant updates, and you, like I said, you got to start thinking about that lifetime value. Then once you pick, you have got to go all in. I'm talking cannonball in. You can't get squirrel syndrome and be looking at what somebody else is doing on a different editing software. You need to go all in, learn everything that you can about that particular editing software, whether it's iMovie, a course that you enroll in, Skillshare, whatever you're doing, you need to go all in and learn everything you can about that particular editing software. So here's why I chose Final Cut Pro for my editing needs. One, there was no subscription. Like I said, you pay once for Final Cut Pro, you have it forever. It's one of the most popular editing softwares that YouTube people use. So the videos you see on YouTube, a lot of the times Final Cut Pro is the editing software that they are using. That's the style that you're going to see on YouTube. And it's actually a pretty professional platform. It's actually used by TVs and movie industries. So it's legit and capable of high level editing. And I will tell you, I've looked at Premiere Pro and I've played around with Premiere Pro. Final Cut Pro definitely has a smaller learning curve than Premiere, because Premiere just is mind-boggling to me right now as I'm trying to learn it. And so that's why I chose Final Cut Pro. It was easier just to get started. So let's run through the biggest do's and don'ts of video editing, because let's make sure you're following these and not doing the don'ts. First, don't just film a video whenever you feel like it, okay? When you just film a video, there's no strategy behind it. So when you put it on YouTube, you have no idea what's going to happen to it. It's pretty much like throwing spaghetti at a wall. It may stick, it may not, but if you're going to put the time into planning it, filming it, and editing it, I want to make sure you're going to get your biggest bang for your buck. So don't just film a video whenever you feel like it. Instead, do make a video plan and map out what you are going to say and what shots that you need. Again, I know you're super busy, so I am breaking this down in a way to really streamline your process to make editing possible, to make video possible for you, so you can see the results that I've seen as well. So when you make a video plan, not only is it going to be a lot faster for you to film your video, so you aren't taking longer filming your videos, but you don't have all this extra footage, this long raw video footage of you filming to edit, because the longer your raw footage is, the longer it's going to take you to edit. So you need to have a clear video game plan intact to save you time across the board. Next, don't spend hours focusing on the wrong things, like needing the perfect music, or you have inconsistent lighting, or you want to add lots of transitions that are fun and crazy and all that extra pizzazz. When you're getting started on video, this isn't what's important when you're getting started, okay? What you do want to focus on is creating reusable templates that you can use over and over again. Think about your video assets, creating title screens that all you need to do is change the text out. Using the same transition so your audience gets used to your style and knows your brand style. Creating name callouts that you can use over and over again in your videos. Creating subscribe buttons, again, that you can use over and over again. Also, another great do here is just pick like 2 to 3 songs, okay? You don't need a new song in every single video. That's literally a waste of your time. So pick like 2 to 3 songs that you can cycle in and out of your videos and just use the same transitions over and over again. The same ones that I use is the slide in, slide out, and sometimes the simple transition inside of Final Cut Pro. That's all. I don't want to make it too messy. I don't want to make it too cluttered. I want to make it a great viewing experience for my audience. Don't get in your head about being perfect, okay? Focus on the value in the video and what the viewer will accomplish at the end of your video. I know we can get so wrapped up in what's behind us, what our lighting looks like, and understand as you get started on video, you're going to get better. Those first couple of videos are not going to be your best. Trust me, my first year of videos is kind of sketchy, but you only get better if you keep going at it. So don't get hung up on, oh, I messed up, or oh, my lighting is dark, or keep going. I will tell you specifically, there are multiple videos on my YouTube channel where I have lipstick on my teeth. And I didn't want to reshoot that video. So you know what I did? I put it up on YouTube. And you know what happened? Nothing. Nothing. Nobody even remarks that I have lipstick on my teeth. So don't get in your head about being perfect. Just create the content, get the content out there, and make sure it's valuable to your audience. Prove to them that you know what you're talking about and you can help them solve their problem, okay? Here's what you do want to do. You want to repurpose your videos on multiple social platforms. So I know you may be thinking, Trina, I'm told I have to focus on one platform and grow that first. That's great. But here's the thing. Your audience isn't just hanging out on one platform. You have people who fit your target audience profile on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. So instead of focusing on growing one massive platform, why not focus on bringing your content to people? Because the money is when people buy or hire from you, not building a specific platform, right? So even though I have a YouTube channel and I want to grow my YouTube channel, I take my YouTube videos and I also put it on Facebook with an alternate ending. So I will film my YouTube video with YouTube specific calls to action. Then I will just edit in an alternate ending for Facebook that says to share my page or share my video. And I will use an alternate video ending for Instagram TV as well, because all of these platforms love video. So if you're creating video content, why not use it on all of these platforms to get more of a reach? Remember, the larger your platforms are doesn't mean you're making more money. So get your content out to prove your authority, to reach more people, because if you're using video on these platforms, your content is going to be seen by more people, okay? Here's an example. This is what I do for literally every single video, and in our agency, this is what we do for every single client. We do a YouTube video. We then send, this is a blog post, sorry. We then embed that video into a blog post and write up a blog post. We then do an Instagram TV post. We then do a Facebook video post. So these videos are the full videos uploaded to Instagram and Facebook. We then send this video out to our newsletter so that we have weekly content for our newsletter to read. We then post it on LinkedIn as well, because we have people over there that is great target audience for our business. So we put it on LinkedIn as well. So you're thinking, okay, that's starting to make sense. How can I make my videos stand out and look good without getting too far into the weeds? So let me break down some simple edits you can make to your videos to make them really stand out. So first is color correct. So you'll notice this is the room I'm in right now. You can see this is the before I color corrected. It's a little drab, it's a little dark, not too bad, but all I did was up the lighting a little bit, the brightness in Final Cut Pro, and I added a little bit of saturation in Final Cut Pro, and that's the difference. This one versus this one. It just pops a little bit more, right? So that is one thing that you can do in Final Cut Pro to make your video stand out is color correct. Next is adding your branded elements. We talked about those video assets that you can use over and over again. So this is a video asset that I've created that I use over and over again. You'll see right here it is, and I will just copy and paste this asset to every single video, and all I do is just change the text. All right, this is an asset that Final Cut Pro already has created. I just needed to tweak it to my brand colors and my brand font. So it's really super easy to do inside of Final Cut Pro. The next thing you can do is add GIFs or GIFs, however you want to say it, to show your personality. So in this particular video, I'm talking about going all in with video, like cannonball in, kind of like I talked about earlier. And so I use a GIF from Stranger Things of somebody cannonballing into a pool. I love Stranger Things. It's just part of the kind of content that I like to watch. It kind of represents my personality. I'm an 80s child, so GIFs really make your content stand out and allow people to get to know you better as a brand. B-roll. So real quickly, what I want to explain to you about B-roll is you can see this is me talking right down here in the white shirt. That is my A-roll. That is me talking to the camera, explaining things to people. Then I add this, which is B-roll. So in this video, I'm talking about how I plan for the year in my planner, okay? So I'm sitting down and I'm showing them how I'm planning while I'm talking about it. So the B-roll is actually showing people what I'm talking about. Whoops, we went back. Let's get back here. So I'm actually showing people instead of just telling them. So B-roll gives that extra element. It allows people to connect with you. It helps you tell a better story when you can add B-roll to it. You can also zoom in and zoom out. Now, this is out. You can see the YouTube sign is a little bit smaller. You can see, we see the whole calendar right here. I didn't get a second angle on my camera. All I did in my editing software was zoom in. I cropped it in a bit more to give it a different angle. So I like to zoom in and zoom out to keep the audience's eyes engaged instead of one long stationary shot. It looks like I have multiple shots when all I'm doing is zooming in and out and editing. So let me walk you through kind of what my entire process looks like when I edit. Because remember, I'm editing clients' videos in under 2 hours from raw footage to being exported for YouTube. So the first thing that I do is I will clip all of the A-roll and I will get it color corrected, okay? So that's what you see here already. It's already edited down here, color corrected. Then I will start to add in any sound effects. I will add in B-roll. You will see this little gray box right here is a transition. So it's actually this clip sliding in. Remember I said one of my favorite transitions was sliding. This clip slides in and slides back out. That's the transition. You'll also see that I then add these branded title screens, again, reiterating the talking points that I am mentioning in my video with text. Then you will also see that I will add animations right here. So I just use this as an example. This is an animation. This is actually a scribble circle, so that circle will actually move, so it's an animation. Again, more sound effects down here. You will see call out text right here. That's this line right here. We have the animation up here and the call out text right here. So this could be your name that slides in. This could be your title that slides in to provide you authority. Again, there's your B-roll. I'm zooming in and out of these clips. So I may zoom in here, zoom out here, zoom in here, zoom out here. Here's the GIF that I used. And then here's an image that I use because I'm talking about my course. And so I show my logo. These are all the different things that I add to my video inside of Final Cut Pro to make my videos stand out without getting too heavy in the weeds and spending hours upon hours editing. This is how I create high quality, great video content. There are a variety of other detailed ways to up-level your video editing, and I teach them all in detail inside of my program, Editing for Conversions. But the elements I shared with you today are the most important ones that you need. It's time for you, listen to me here. It's time for you to start scaling your online business organically with video content. You don't need to dump money in ads. You don't need to think you need to spend money on ads to grow a business. Doing this on video will allow you to build your community and trust for your brand 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if something happens like COVID-19 and you cannot work, your business can still work for you and drive you leads when you can't. It's time to be the person in your niche who has the best content that captures people's attention, creating your highest level of community engagement and solidifying your authority. Remember, video content doesn't have to be hard and overwhelming. It doesn't have to be all-consuming and leave you burnt out. Most importantly, you don't have to figure this out all alone. I've been there. It sucks. So you don't have to do that. It's exactly why I created this program, Editing for Conversions. It's a step-by-step program designed specifically to teach you my entire video editing process and simplify the process of using Final Cut Pro so your videos look professional and they convert to clients or students. This is a case study. This is Nicole. She said she has purchased at least 3 other courses on how to edit videos, and they were all complicated or confusing. Trena's training inside of Editing for Conversions are concise and easy to follow. I feel I have everything I need to start editing videos without pulling my hair out and feeling like a failure. Not only do I get editing done faster, but my videos look better than they did before. In fact, one of my viewers, who happens to be a well-known published author, noticed too. Between Trena's video workflow and Editing for Conversions, you can't go wrong. This is Becky. She self-proclaimed she is not a tech person. She's the least furthest of figuring out tech, but she says Editing for Conversions made video editing easy to understand and, more importantly, easy to implement. So it doesn't matter what your level of understanding tech is. I broke this down in a way to make it super easy and possible no matter where you are on tech, because I am not a tech person. So let me just check in real quick with you. If you were able to create video content, how might this change the way you're growing or starting your business? How could this change what you're doing right now in your business? How could this change your schedule? Think about that for a minute. Because how it changed my business, we were able to take 3 weeks of vacation to the beach, and I got to sit on the beach and drink my coffee and not worry about my business or not create content for my business because I had the video content working for me. I got to enjoy my vacation. I got to make sales with my video content without putting money for ads on vacation and enjoy 3 weeks because of the money we made this year because of video content. With Editing for Conversions, you're buying access to a strategic process of video content creation that solely requires you to create your fancy video templates, film your content, use your templates over and over again to speed up your editing process, and see your business grow. This is how you get started. Once you enroll, you're going to get a step-by-step course. You can see this little snapshot. You're going to learn how to keep your files organized. You're going to get a dashboard tour. You're going to learn how to create your projects, sync your audio, color correct, cutting up your videos, tutorials to show you exactly where to start and make even your very first video beautiful. You're also going to get my complete video workflow, so you're going to create an editing system. I know you're short on time, so I'm helping you out here, and you're going to learn a system you can put into place to, again, edit your videos so much faster. Then you're going to take it up a notch and learn how to add the music, add the transitions, the animations, the graphics to make your videos look like a professional did them when you're DIYing them yourself. You're also going to get some bonuses. So I know it can be hard to get started with video because you don't know what to create, right? Which video ideas are the best ones, like we talked about earlier. So I've got a bonus in there just for you on how to find the best video ideas. This is not a webinar. This is not a fluff workshop. This is literally me screen sharing the process that I go through for finding video ideas for myself and my clients. Pure value from minute 1 to the end. No fluff at all. Bonus number 2, you're going to get editing templates, the editing templates bundle. So we've already created a lot of things for you, and you can just swipe them and change them to your branding. They're done for you. You can use them immediately, and it doesn't matter what editing software you have, whether it's iMovie, Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, Filmora, Camtasia, whatever you're using, you can use these editing templates on every single editing platform that you have. And you can join us now. There's a button around here. If you're ready, go to trenalittle.com/editing for conversions to get in, or click the link below this video right now to get access to this course. I need to know right now, are you ready to start getting the response on your content you've been waiting for? Because we need to get rid of those darn crickets. Am I right? I want you posting content that you're excited about and people engage with, so you don't feel like you wasted your time. This is the investment. It's only $197 pay in full. And I know times are tough and I want to make this accessible to as many people as possible. So you can get started right now for as low as $79 and then 2 more payments of $79, making that 3 monthly payments of $79. And that's it. Lifetime access. You're also going to get access to monthly office hour calls with me, where you can ask me your questions personally inside of a Zoom call. So understand, like, we don't leave you high and dry here. We are committed to helping you see results and solving your problem wherever that might be. All for just $197 right now, pay in full, or just 3 payments of $79. Editing for conversions will save you time and peace of mind. Trust me, this is a process that has grown my business significantly in the past year. I want you to take a minute and think about, what would hiring a video editor to do your videos cost you? I'm going to tell you right now, more than $197, because I'm at the point now where I've outsourced my own video editing and my editor pays at least $150 per video. Just one video. You can do all this and learn everything just for $197 for life. How much time would it take you to figure this all out on your own and create the pretty videos you're proud of? Just pause for a second and think about, how long will this take you to piecemeal this together, looking up tutorials on YouTube? That's probably time you don't have right now. You need to get your business generating money, or you need to get your YouTube channel generating subscribers. You've got to cut to the front of the line. That's what editing for conversions does for you. It streamlines that process for you. Your time is valuable, and it should be spent on short-term profit generating activities. Or if you need to grow a YouTube channel right now, it should be generated on subscriber generating activities right now, and not trying to figure out how to add a GIF or figuring out how to add a super fancy transition, right? I got you covered there. Your video content should be engaging and brand building, connecting with your community and building know, like, and trust from you, and ultimately leading them to buy from you. You can join us right now. Like I said, this course breaks it all down. As soon as you enroll, you get immediate access to the entire program. It's already done, recorded, ready for you to press play on, I was going to say season 1, but lesson 1. Plus, you're going to get those 2 bonuses. That's over $500 value that you're going to get for free for these bonuses. That's a total value of almost $700 that you'll get for just $197 if you want to pay in full, or 3 payments of $79. That is it. Like I said, this is your options. You can choose your path, whatever fits in your budget right now. I just hope that this course gets you to where you need to be, because I know it can. If you put the time in and you follow this process, we've had students sit down, they'll watch the full course, and then they'll go back at the beginning and then watch it as they edit their videos. So they will have my editing for conversions course pulled up and edit their videos step by step with me as I go through it. So I know this works. Remember, when you do pay in full though, you are going to save $40. So just a heads up, if you're all about getting the best deal, make sure you pay in full, because that's a 20% savings when you do pay in full. Like I said, join us now. Whether there's a button around here or there's a link below here, that's where you're going to go to the checkout page to join us right now. This is what that checkout page will look like. You can choose one-time payment, or right beside it, you can see you can choose the 3-month payment plan, whichever works for you in your budget. This is completely secure. You can use PayPal or a credit card. Then I do want to let you know, you will be given a quick one-time offer. If you want to work with me more, if you want to get coaching from me, if you want weekly one-on-one time with me, I do have a group coaching program. It's a very exclusive group coaching program. There's around 200 of us in there. A lot of those are past students, because once you get it for life. But inside of my VIP Video Strategy Academy coaching program, not only do you get 2 more additional courses, you get my Video Strategy Academy course and my Video Multiplier course, but you get an exclusive Facebook community that I'm in every single day answering your questions. I'm giving you the strategies you need to succeed on YouTube. We're also have weekly coaching calls. We bring in guest experts to help you with email list building, to help you with sales page writing, to help you with productivity, to help you with your finances. This is my exclusive VIP group coaching program that's not open to the public. But when you enroll in Editing for Conversions, you're going to get a special one-time offer to join us inside, okay? This is a special price just for you if you decide to enroll in Editing for Conversions. So if you decide to up level or upgrade to editing from Editing for Conversions to the VIP Video Strategy Academy, you're going to get Editing for Conversions. You're going to get my video strategy program. You're going to get my video multiplier program. And we're going to throw in my video workflow blueprint, which has all of my business systems and processes for Asana and how I use Asana in my business. So this is really, if you really are looking for the best deal, this would be the best deal for you to do, because once you pay for this, it's lifetime access. I update these courses on a yearly basis. It's not 2 times a year basis. So I'm telling you, when you are a student of mine, I am committed to your success and bringing you the most value possible. If you've got questions about this, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. We'll put my email below too. If you're thinking about upgrading and you just need to talk to somebody about it and whether it's a fit or not, I know it's a big investment, but remember, investing in yourself will help you get to where you need to be. So just wanted to give you that quick reminder, because you will see that as an option as you check out in Editing for Conversions. Now, you don't have to. There is a link below it that says no thank you, and it will take you right on your way and get you right inside of Editing for Conversions. So don't worry, you don't have to do this. Like I said, right below the button that says upgrade, there is a link below it that will send you right on over to your course, Editing for Conversions. And that link will take you right inside so you can get started. So like I said, you can get inside today for just $79 and then 2 more monthly payments of $79, or you can save that $40 and pay in full today and get it for $197. This is what students have sent to me and told me and have talked about when it comes to Editing for Conversions. This person said, if you hate editing, your videos could be better. Why haven't you signed up for Editing for Conversions? Not only did I get my editing done faster, but my videos look better than they did before. In fact, one of my videos happened to be recognized by a well-known published author. This is a message that one of my students sent me. She said that somebody messaged her this, so she screenshot it and sent it to me, and one of her viewers said, I was going to tell you that I noticed your videos stepped up in quality, but that they weren't before, but I could sense something different. So even viewers immediately realize that you've stepped up your editing game when you use this program. This is another student that says, so thanks to Trena's video workflow and Editing for Conversions, I pre-planned, recorded, edited, rendered, and uploaded my latest video in under 3 hours. That's so amazing. Granted, I still need to run it through Content Fries to get the subtitles, but still 3 hours for everything. I've never been able to produce videos from start to finish this quickly before, and I've been doing this for years. That's what a process can do for you. Course is incredible. Nobody knows how to repurpose as good as Trena does. She's the real deal time saver pro. I knew nothing about it, meaning editing. Now I'm able to do great edits, learned everything from you. Thank you for putting such a great training together. This was the biggest factor in enrolling in this program, was editing faster. I was overwhelmed with the editing part. Being able to literally edit alongside of your video tutorial was game changer for me. And this person said, I think I found my calling for videos. So like I said, I'm going to remind you one more time that you can join us now inside of Editing for Conversions for just $197 or 3 monthly payments of $79. You can see one more last remark from a student. I've only been with the program for a few weeks and the results are amazing. Thank you. Again, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. hello@TrenaLittle. We'll make sure to get your questions answered. I cannot wait to see your beautifully edited videos that you create in less than 2 hours.